All right, welcome back to this quick video on the on what I call the matrix. Well, it's not. It's really kind of not really a matrix, but I had very good intentions naming it when I planned this feature, which was supposed to be more matrix-like, but ended up becoming exactly what it has to be in my mind. So let's get to it. So as you know, these are the group filters for each pack, and we can route content, so meaning themes, to slots in the matrix. And this matrix, basically, or these slots, they correspond to this theme appearance settings here in live. Okay, so if we take a look at this, I'm not sure if you can see this too well, but as you're aware, we've got under tone, we've got cool, neutral, and warm temperatures for the live default theme, at least. Okay, so and then we have two versions of this, which is okay, all right. As you can see, you know, there's a high contrast toggle here. So this leaves us with 2 times 3 slots that we can actually freely assign any theme, either from your library or inject one from here. Cool, let's do it. So you can route this in 2 different ways. I think pretty sexy is this one here, where you just drag from a filtered chip and drag to your slot, and then release the mouse, and then your cursor will disappear. Don't get upset about it. It'll come back once you've selected your theme here, and yeah, let's inject this here, and let's perhaps use something else from red to inject it to here. Bauernstart is great, can't go wrong with that one. And then we have our high contrast on slots, and instead of just dragging from the filter chip, I'm just going to click on this, and then we can scroll with this selector or scanner arm to the pack that we would like to assign a theme from. Well, let's do infralight and put Gorgon Stare on here. Cool. Now we have 3 themes assigned to these preferences in live. So the beauty here is that you don't need to open up DMT to switch between themes quickly, and we can also do something else. Now we're currently looking at, I think, what is called Kyanite, this theme from CRT Light. Is this one of an older one, which I kind of still like. So what we can do here is this is the classic, you know, shift or hue to something like this, which is kind of cool. And if we like it, we can then come in here and click on the group header and say inject a matrix slot. Now we've got an empty slot which is high contrast on neutral, this one here, and it'll say injected. Not sure if that's not subject to change in a future release, because we kind of want to know what's injected here. It's just, I guess it's kind of a work in progress. But yeah, you can do that, and then you can do, again, like have another version of whatever you're doing here. Yeah, something like that. Just for the sake of this demo, really. Again, we can inject this into warm. Okay, so one thing to understand here is, which is quite crucial, is the high contrast off neutral slot. This is what DMT uses for its refresh mechanism, and we mustn't assign anything to it, because otherwise we'll break the refresh here. So all the interactivity of DMT will be gone if you do that. But we still want to use it, because the idea is that we come up with our favorite themes and all the variations of it, and then at some point we'll be done working in DMT, and we'll be just you know, focus on making music again, which is also nice. and so this is now the sync here, as it says, and it's grayed out, right? But once we're happy with our edits here, let's do something ridiculous, perhaps gray this like in a silly fashion. Accent here. Let's turn them all off. Or lock groups here. Yeah, let's just do something ridiculous here. Maybe not. Yeah, and let's exclude the background from it, so it's not that much in your face. Perhaps even the controls here. And let's do some grading here. For instance, could we suppress this awful green? We're just dragging up the... Oops, no, we're on a high now, so let's go to our master. God, what happened here? Oh, okay. That's interesting, to say the least. you never stop being surprised what the software does. Okay, so now we've suppressed the green here. We can be a bit more drastic. And it should actually do that. Especially if we take off. Okay. Well, this it does work, but it's kind of it's rather subtle, you know. That's also the point of it, right? It's meant to be a subtle effect because you don't want to desaturate everything, right? We can come here in the mids and suppress some more of that green, perhaps bordering the cyan. Here we go. So that's obviously much more desaturated now, but still has this green tint, right? Okay, why not? Now, if you hate these ones like I do, you can just come in here. There should be somewhere. No, they're actually in the mid-range as well. And perhaps it's better to. Oop. Here we go. It's more on the reddish side of things. Yeah, nice. Now it's just pinkish. Cool. We can dial this back a notch by just coming in here and just reducing the exposure. As you can see, this affects this one here quite a bit. Okay, cool. Anyway, if you're happy with this, coming back to our matrix, this is what we're actually what we were just looking at. We can arm this here, and I think we can now inject it. Oops, inject it into the one that's usually grayed out, right? If this button is active, this one's here, the slot, the corresponding slot is grayed out. So let's do this real quick and come into live and then open our settings. Okay, let's switch. Cool, this is the theme that we've assigned to that. Now we can come in here and go through our different themes. And this could also obviously be like, these could be slight variations of your go-to theme. For instance, the one that you'll be using on stage, and then a version of it with a different contrast or slightly different temperature that you're happy with to work in the studio, or simply different one. For the sake of this demo, I've just used different ones, so it's just easier to see what's actually going on here. So that's obviously a toggle. So we've got 6 different slots, and we can just without using DMT access our favorite themes. Yeah, that's the matrix in a nutshell, and see you in the next video.